Thanks for coming. We're here today to announce our first signing for the Hobart Chargers 2021 season, and I'm extremely proud and pleased to announce Ellie Collins as our first women's program signing. But not only that, she's our first signing for the season. This year, the club, as we know, with the NBL talk all around, there's a lot of focus and being media around the men's program. We really want to be pushing from the Chargers. We're going to be pushing our women's program this year. We really want to see our ladies up front, and the team that Mark's working on, with Ellie signing first, will really push the Chargers, I believe, deep into the final series for 2021.
Was Ellie a target for you guys specifically, I guess, to get over the line?
Yeah, Ellie was a target. She's been our number one target, so to speak. Mark has been working hard with Ellie and her agent, and I'm very pleased that they've managed to get to the signing. And we believe we'll see good things come from Ellie. Naturally, she's a local girl. She played through the Southern Wolves into basketball Tas, into representative. She's played with Hobart before, and she's played with Launceston, and she's also been with the WNBL in Perth. So definitely a required player for the Chargers, and we look forward to great things from Ellie and the team for season 21. Again, Mark's working through that. This time of year, people are all away on holidays and leave and are coming back this week. So we expect to be making more announcements within the coming weeks around our women's program and our men's program.
Obviously coming off from a very, very quiet year, what's it looking like heading into 2021?
2021 is looking a very exciting year for us. Not only are we here talking about our players, but this year, 2021, Kingston Sports Centre is going to be the home of the Hobart Chargers. We will have 11 games here by the draft schedule, and there'll be a full 22-game season. So we need everyone to get on board with the Chargers. It's going to be a great setup again. The stadium's been redone and set up. We've seen the NBL 1 teams practising and playing down here. We've had the Blitz last year, so we know that the Kingston Sports Centre is the best setup for basketball at this point in time.
Tell us about, I guess, why the move away from Hobart Sports Centre, because you were going back there last year?
We've been in discussions with both camps, but again, as I've said, with Kingston Sports Centre hosting the Blitz last year, also hosting the pre-season practice games at the moment, and the availability of Kingston guaranteeing the game nights for us, really made it an easy decision in the end to come back to the home of basketball.
Will you be on this court or the new one?
We'll be in the centre court. So we're hoping with the COVID restrictions that we'll be able to have good capacity in there. But again, looking at the NBL game last week, they had 300 people in there. We're expecting to be putting 300 to 500 in there easily. But again, with the COVID restrictions on the stadium, I'd put out to everyone, if you want to guarantee a seat, become a member and even look at season passes, because the tickets will go fast.
So in there next week?
In the centre stadium,
okay.
Yep.
Shana Thompson, are you targeting her?
Mark's talking with Shana, her agent, at this point in time. Again, Shana's just come back from being up in Queensland, so I think she's just enjoying a bit of time off with Christmas and seeing where things go, exploring the field maybe. But I know that Mark is talking with Shana, her agent, at this point.
Is she someone you would really like on board, given what she got up to over the off-season?
Yeah, look, having Shana back on board, another local player who's been around for a long time with the club. We want to see as many local players back in the club as possible. Shana and Ellie back together would make a good team as well. But again, at the end of it, it comes down to the players and the coaching staff, who is on the court and who isn't on the court.
Men's signings, are you any of those in the pipeline?
Stewie's working on those at the moment. We hope to make some signings within the next few weeks, or announcements in the next few weeks. But again, I want to say that we're looking and focusing heavily on the women's program this year, and that's why it was very important to me and the club that we came out first with a local woman player.
What will Ellie bring to the team?
Look, Ellie's been around a fair while and she knows the lay of the land. She's hard under the basket. She won't take a backward step from anyone. With the season, with NBL 1 starting up, and we've got national basketball in NBL 1, there are a lot of interstate players who aren't available, and imports may be an issue. So the strength and abilities of Ellie is really going to give us some hardcore basketball under the basket.
Where is the import situation at? Are you actively pursuing them, or do you think it's something out going?
We're still actively pursuing imports. I believe that there is a window there, that it can happen. We just got to work with NBL 1, work with immigration and see where it is to make sure that we do hit the requirements. Again, the way Australia is going with COVID, we're in the best position in the world out of anyone, but naturally there is quarantine, and whoever comes in will have to deal with it.
And be more of a cost to the club too, no doubt, I guess.
We've got to look at all of those things. You've got to balance the worth to the cost. The players that both Anthony and Mark are looking at, certainly the cost would be worth it. They were looking at some players who certainly will rock the Kingston Stadium.